Little Pilgrim's Progress, Part 2, Chapter 53, At the Narrow Gate. About the middle of the day, the 6 little pilgrims came up to the narrow gate. "You are the oldest," said Matthew to Christiana, "and the king's letter was for you, so you had better knock and tell the keeper why we have come." Christiana knocked at the gate several times, but no one answered. Then a dog began to bark furiously indeed, and although James and Joseph had promised to be brave, they both turned pale and whispered to Mercy, "Shall we go back home?" "Oh, no," said Mercy, but she felt frightened also. "We must knock again," said Matthew. So Christiana lifted the knocker and rapped once more as loudly as she could. Then Goodwill, who kept the gate, came out of his cottage and asked, "Who is there?" And when the dog heard his voice, it left off barking. "Please do not be vexed with us," said Christiana, "because we knocked so often. We thought you did not hear us, and we were frightened at the dog." Goodwill was not vexed. He looked kindly at the children and asked, "Where do you come from, and what do you wish me to do for you?" "We have come from the city where little Christian lived, and we are going to be the king's pilgrims if you will let us pass through the gate. These are my brothers, and this is my little sister." Then Goodwill put his wing upon Christiana's shoulder and led her through the gate, saying, "Let the little children come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of heaven." Christiana knew that these words had been spoken by the good prince himself. She had seen them written in the old book of which little Christian had been so fond, and she felt very happy as she entered the way of the king with Innocence in her arms and her brothers by her side. Poor little Mercy had not dared to follow her friends. She drew back when the gate was opened, but Goodwill did not see her. Then, as she heard the gate close and found herself alone, she began to cry, for she thought that perhaps Christiana would forget her. But Christiana had not forgotten her. "We have a young squirrel with us," she said to Goodwill, "who wishes to go to the celestial city. The king has not sent her a letter, so she is afraid." Christiana had not time to say anything more, for Mercy had grown frightened and was knocking upon the gate with all her might. "Who is that?" said Goodwill, and Christiana answered that it must be Mercy, of whom she had just been speaking. So Goodwill opened the gate again and looked out. Little Mercy was not strong, and the fear of being left behind had made her feel sick and faint. After knocking at the gate, she had fallen upon the grass and could not even look up when she heard the voice of Goodwill. The kind old owl stooped down and lifted the child in his wings. "Do not be frightened," he said, and then Mercy opened up her eyes. "Tell me why you have come." "Oh," said Mercy, "I had no letter. It was only Christiana who asked me." "Did she wish you to go to the celestial city with her?" "Yes, and I should like to go. Will the king be angry, or will he let me be a pilgrim?" "The king's gate is open to everyone who knocks at it," said Goodwill. "Come in with me, little one, and do not cry or tremble any more." Then he led Mercy also through the gateway, and he gave her some sweet scented herbs to smell, so that she did not feel faint any more.